Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're going to start out with our normal routine of going on RAS Kids. So, first thing you do is find your name, and hopefully, you are caught up on all your assignments. Type in the student passcode LEAP, LEAP, and then click on My Assignment. Don't forget to spend some time leveling up. All right, so today, let's find our story. Here it is. How the Mice Beat the Men. All right, and it shows you the breakdown of the stars you can get. If you listen to the story, you get 10 stars, 50 stars to read it, and 150 stars for the quiz. But remember, the quiz is a requirement, okay? You need to do the quiz. And we always go over it on here. Okay, so this is a Native American folk tale. So we know that folk tales teach us a lesson. So we want to find out what lesson can be learned here. And also, we want to find out, obviously, how the mice beat the men. What an interesting title. I'm excited to read this story to you and talk about it in our Zoom meeting. All right. How the mice beat the men. So if we look at the illustration, the man, he doesn't look too happy. He's kind of looking side-eyed at the mouse. Why do you think he's doing that? We'll have to read on to find out why this man is unhappy. The mice and the men ate the same foods. They lived in the same houses, but they did not like each other at all. Okay, so we're already starting to see the problem in the story. The mice and the men don't like each other. I wonder why. Let's see if it explains. Here we go. The mice said the men ate too much food. The men said the mice gnawed the walls of the houses. The mice and men decided to go to war. All right. So the mice said that the man is eating too much food, and the men are unhappy because the mice are chewing through the walls of the houses. So now they're going to have a war. The men were sure they would win. They were so much bigger than the mice. The men did many things to get ready for the war. They put new strings on their bows. They put feathers on their arrows. They made slings to throw rocks at the mice. Before the war, the men had a big war dance. The dancing made them very tired. They all fell asleep. They all fell asleep and they left all their ammunition right there. Uh-oh, look what's going to happen. Look at the picture. Make your prediction. Then the little mice crept into the room. They gnawed, that means chewed, the strings of the bows. They cut the feathers from the arrows. Okay, so think about that. If they chew through the strings of the bows, is it going to work, a bow and arrow? It's not going to work. They broke the slings with their sharp teeth. Then they gave a great war yell. Squeak! The men woke up and they saw the mice. They reached for the bows, but the strings were gnawed. They looked not very happy at all. They picked up their arrows. The feathers were all cut. They took up their slings. Every sling was broken. The men had nothing to fight with. They could not drive the mice away. The mice won the war, even though they were smaller. Mice have been in men's houses ever since. So if you look at the picture of the man, he is feeling defeated, right? Defeated by the mice. So let's talk about this folk tale. Folk tales have a lesson, right? So what do you think the lesson is? And there's often more than one lesson. This is where I need you to think of some ideas of what lesson you can take away from this story. So one of the lessons that I thought about is you're never too small to win, right? Or I think that's what I would say. You're never too small to win. I want to know if you can think of any other lessons and let me know in the Zoom meeting today. All right, let's go to our assignment. Oh, it looks like there's no quizzy today on here. I thought for sure I had a quiz. Well, guess what, boys and girls? You're lucky again that all we did was read. Well, that's not all we did. Reading is always a victory. So what we'll do during our Zoom lesson, we'll talk about some of the lessons that we learned in the story, and maybe we'll reread the book and have some people take turns reading. I think that would be something fun to do today. All right, so that means that you have plenty of time then to go into the level up room. Look at all these assignments you've done. So I would go through and look and see, is everything checked off? Are you missing any of the reading assignments? And if you're not missing any reading assignments, that's when you should go in this level up room and just start reading through the books, okay, until you get to the end, and then you'll be leveling up. All right, boys and girls, I'm looking forward to seeing you this afternoon. Next up is social studies. Bye, everyone.